Welcome to the Case Study Learning Series in International Business by Skilled MBA. In today's session, we examine Dabur India Ltd's strategic expansion into the Middle Eastern markets. We focus on its decision between aggregation and adaptation strategies as it seeks to grow its flagship hair oil brands in Egypt, the UAE, and Saudi Arabia. Dabur, founded in 1884, is one of India's oldest and most respected consumer goods companies. It operates in over 100 countries, with a strong base in Africa, Asia, and the Middle East. Built on an Ayurvedic foundation, Dabur's products rely on traditional natural ingredients and formulations. In India, it holds a dominant market position in several FMCG categories. The strategic expansion is led by two key executives, Mohit Malhotra, Global CEO, who is responsible for company-wide strategy and final decisions on market entry. Raghav Agarwal, CEO of International Business, who manages overseas operations and brings market-specific insights. Together, they will determine the right approach for success in the Middle East. Dabur plans to introduce two flagship products. Dabur Amla Hair Oil, a heritage brand with Indian gooseberry, designed to strengthen hair and enhance natural shine. Dabur Vatika Hair Oil, a premium offering with a blend of coconut, henna, and herbal extracts, targeting nourishment and growth. These products emphasize authentic Ayurvedic benefits and centuries-old trust. Dabur is targeting three key markets: Egypt, with 104 million people and a growing middle class; UAE, an affluent 9.9 million population with high beauty spending; Saudi Arabia, a conservative yet modernizing market with 35.3 million consumers. Each market presents unique opportunities and challenges. Research revealed critical success factors. Climate. The hot, arid conditions across the region affect hair care needs. Beauty traditions. Hair oiling is a deeply rooted practice. Consumer behavior. There is a clear preference for natural and visible result products. Retail landscape. Both traditional souks and modern retail environments coexist. This global standardization approach includes consistent branding, unified messaging across all markets. Standardized production, centralized manufacturing for efficiency. Unified R&D, shared innovation pipelines. Integrated supply chain, streamlined logistics and global distribution. Aggregation leverages Dabur's scale and efficiency. This local customization approach features regional research, understanding hair care needs market by market, tailored formulations, adjusting product ingredients and feel, cultural messaging, aligning marketing with beauty traditions, local partnerships, collaborating with distributors and retailers. Adaptation focuses on cultural fit and relevance. Factor aggregation, adaptation, initial investment, high low time to market, longer, faster economies of scale, significant limited market relevance, moderate high brand consistency, high variable. This comparison reveals clear trade-offs in cost, time, and impact. Strengths: cost efficiency, streamlined operations. Weaknesses: possible disconnect with local preferences. Opportunities: innovation leadership. Brand recognition. Threats: local competition with tailored products. Strengths: high customer satisfaction, deep market relevance. Weaknesses: operational complexity. Smaller production runs increase cost opportunities. Niche market penetration, agility and trend response. Threats: resource dispersion, risk of brand inconsistency. Egypt: price sensitivity, traditional beauty norms, and demand for multi-purpose products. UAE: luxury focus, digital engagement, and multicultural preferences. Saudi Arabia: conservative marketing, rising female consumer base, and growing demand for premium products. Each market requires nuanced strategy adjustments. Dabur reviewed case data from similar brands. Successes and failures were evident in both aggregation and adaptation. For personal care products, especially those rooted in cultural practices, adaptation often proves more effective. Over a 5-year timeline, revenue potential looks promising. Year 1, testing and brand entry. Year 3, strong performance across all markets. Year 5, Saudi Arabia emerges as the highest long-term revenue contributor. Financial models show positive ROI, especially under a localized model. Dabur should adopt a hybrid approach. 60% adaptation, especially in packaging, fragrance, and messaging. Core brand identity and formulations remain consistent. Begin with a phased market entry. Start in UAE, followed by Saudi Arabia, then Egypt. Execute over a 24-month timeline, adjusting as insights evolve. This strategy balances cost efficiency with cultural relevance. Thank you for joining this session in the Case Study Learning Series in International Business by Skilled MBA. This case illustrates how even established global companies like Dabur must carefully balance standardization and localization to succeed in culturally rich and diverse international markets.